Hello, it's Scott Manley here, and I'm today looking at Elite Dangerous Beta 1.2, which by the time you see this may actually be released. Now, I am sitting in the cockpit of a new spacecraft called the Vulture. The Vulture is a heavy fighter. It's got two crew, it has big heavy hard points, and of course the cockpit, which looks pretty nice, I guess. Keep clear there, U4, that's obviously twice as good as U2. Do not remove, various things. But one of the really cool things they've added is the debug camera, which is not available in every mode, but lets you sit outside your spacecraft now and take a look at it. Now, the regular controls work the way they do in space, so you can move around using translation controls like I'm doing here. I can kind of move around outside the spacecraft, get a good look at the front of it here. I'm pushing my throttle forwards to move in, but there we go. Obviously, I'm not sitting in there right now because I'm moving around. At no point have I seen any crew in that at this time. They don't render crew from this point of view. FVU85. So, you know, I can come down actually. I can pretend I'm walking around in my hangar. There I go, look, it's almost like certain other games that also let you walk around your hangar. Stand clear, caution. Yes, all these warnings are very useful to have on spaceships, because you really don't want to get on the wrong end of a rocket engine. We can get underneath this thing, I think. Oh, now we can't get any closer, but I guess we can go underneath the door, underneath the hangar. Oh yeah, look, we can go right through the signs. There's a little balcony up here. Oh, the rotation takes so long. There we go. We can see the sign for Zorg and Peterson. It's kind of cool just to see these assets. Obviously, when you're up this close, it doesn't look nearly as good because, you know, the detail isn't nearly as much. The spacecraft detail is pretty good, though. Let's come up. We can actually sit inside the space station. Let me see. What have we got here? Oh, yeah, this is the landing area. Now, you can only go so high, so you can't really see inside there. Looks like there's a little... Okay, that doesn't look quite right. I guess that's incomplete. You know, one of the features we will eventually see in some future version is walking around hangars and space stations and stuff. But for now, it's actually quite good to kind of sit here and take a look around and see the spacecraft. Let's go back inside the spacecraft for now. Now, Starport Services shows us the Vulture. If you look at the shipyard, of course, we can find out all about the Vulture here. Viper, Type 6, Federal Dropship Adder, Vulture. The Vulture's space superiority fighter sacrifices hardpoint flexibility for maneuverability. Advanced manufacturing techniques have allowed the Vulture to integrate large hardpoints into its relatively small frame, offsetting the ship's limited weapon count. The Vulture excels in the role of heavy fighter in strike missions against larger, well-defended targets, but its nimble flight characteristics make it equally devastating against smaller targets. A limited cargo and passenger capability has not stopped it becoming a preferred personal transport for those who like to project a certain attitude in their dealings. So it only has two weapons. They are large hardpoints, though, which is obviously way bigger than many spacecraft have. For comparison, let's see, hold on. We have the ASP, the Type 786. The ASP on hardpoints has two small hardpoints and two medium hardpoints. So the Vulture has bigger weapons than that, for example. Anyway, let's exit out and let's actually take it for a flight. Oh yeah, another fun thing to notice is when you're in the beta, and beta is only available to those people that actually had beta access originally. It's separate. All the spacecraft are 100 credits, but you also get to know what's coming. You get to find out about wings, which is of course how you can team up with up to 4 other players. The reboot and repair option, which is if you're in deep space and one of your systems has been reduced to 0%, you can cannibalize perfectly healthy modules and repair them and repair the item. What it'll do is it'll take a few percentage points from other items and you will have your laser frameshift drive or something back online, so it can save you in a real bad situation. Heat damage has now been changed. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of rules there that to be aware of. Boosters and hull upgrades are new options to deal with. Capital ship locations, debug camera we've already seen. Yeah, let's get this out there and go for a flight. Launch. There we go. And I wonder actually if I come to outside, can I watch this from outside? Ooh. There we go. There's my spacecraft coming up. Cool. There it is there. And I wonder, do I have to... Okay, I still don't have control from here. Oh, yes, not good, not good, not good. Yes, you don't actually have control when you're flying there. Okay, let's fly out of the station. Just give me a second here. Obviously, I'm going a little high there. Not quite used to the way this thing moves. He's in red. Why is he red? I don't know. Ah, excellent. Okay, now we're flying out of this thing, and I should be able to go to debug camera mode. Okay, where is my spacecraft? There's the space station, and yeah, there we have it. Now just move this thing into reverse. You see, you fly the camera like you would actually fly the spacecraft. Look at that! Oh, the debug camera is so awesome. Okay, gotta be fast because I'm in Super Cruise here. There we are. You can hear it zipping along at multiples of the speed of light, but despite being an outside observer, I can still see where it's going. Okay, so we're at the nav point, and we've just seen Clint Westwood. We are looking for someone who is wanted, and he is in the... he's wanted, and he's in a wing of 2. Now, let's see just how powerful this vulture is. It has 2 large pulse lasers. They're class 3, I think, or size 3, on gimbaled mounts, and let's put them on target. I think they took a little longer to deploy than I usually expected, I guess because they're so large. Okay, where are we? There he is there. Let's see how long it takes. Ready? Die. Oh, look at the hull! That is why you fly... That's why you fly a vulture. Look at that. It was like 10 shots and it just disintegrated it. Those are pulse lasers as well. Those aren't even particularly powerful. Okay, we have another individual who is getting shot at. Let's send ourselves over this way. 300... it's pretty sprightly considering it's a beefy spacecraft. Dominic Broch, or Brow, or Bro, or Brew. It could be Brew. Come on. And this is just going to be so easy. This thing... Look, he's ditching cargo already. It's overloading my heat a little. There, better on that. Ah, yes, look at him with his puny lasers trying to hit my shield. I mean, well, he's hitting my shield, but... Yeah, he just cannot compete. 22,320. This is a great ship for killing other ships. Therefore, it's a great ship for bounty hunting. So a little more gratuitous shots with the debug camera. There we go from the front. You can see the reflections on the cockpit glass and everything. Nobody's sitting in the pilot seat at this time, but no doubt that will be added at a later date. I'm not sure we'll ever get the ability to headshot people, although apparently it's eminently possible to shoot out somebody's canopy if you're so inclined. It certainly is one of the more spectacular things to be on the receiving end of. Okay, we can go around the back, and this is one of the cool effects. Hold on. Yep. Slide myself backwards. And when you get into the engine stream, it has this kind of visual effect where it shifts the viewpoint. And you can even use the debug camera while you're ostensibly trying to dock. This of course means that I'm just flying very, very slowly through the docking bay, admiring the universe that Elite has created for us, or Frontier has created for us. One other kind of cool thing is these doors with the weapons, or the hard points. If you sell them, as I am doing because I want to ditch this ship and take my money elsewhere, look at that! Isn't that a great action? I think we should do that again. It looks so darn cool. Confirm, watch it slide down and lock into place. You can see it sitting there behind the hard point. Now you've seen me flying my Cobra a lot. I mean, the Cobra is one of my favorite ships. So you can see here I've got decals and everything on it as well. There's a little door at the back where you can access it. The front landing gear also has a stairwell on it, or a set of stairs that you can presumably walk up into if you ever end up in this universe. But you know, you can see right now with the camera moving around, they're not that far away potentially from adding the ability to walk around and admire your ships. You can yeah, I just get totally addicted to the debug camera because I could see a lot of things that I do from a completely different perspective. There we are, exiting the station. Once you hit the debug camera, basically your throttle and controls are locked, so you better make sure you're not crashing into anything. Getting ready for hyperdrive, you can see as I heat up, those vent panels open up to let the heat out. And the hyperdrive effect doesn't quite work as well from the outside, and as soon as you jump, you come back inside. Flying by a star, of course. Because I'm hot, those vents are open, irradiating the heat off into space. Anyway, this was a part of a trip to go somewhere, so I could see the other new ship. And here we go, the Fer-de-Lance. The Fer-de-Lance is another classic design that has now been in production for 2 centuries. The ship became famous for its popularity with top business executives and wealthy bounty hunters, being fast, well-armed vessel with luxurious accommodation and high-quality components fitted as standard. Early models were built by Zorg and Peterson, but more recently limited numbers have been upgraded by Saud Kruger in a rare collaboration resulting in even more lavish creations, without spoiling the original design and specification requirements. So this one has 4 medium hard points and 1 huge hard point, which I want to see what fits inside of that, but I'm sure it's something awesome and powerful. So let's purchase one of those for the grand sum of 100 credits. I'm just going to buy the new ship on its own. Confirm. Okay, here we are. Let's take a look around this. Wow, what the heck is that sound? Is that my engine, or is that those... Okay, never mind. So we're sitting in the seat, all the usual control. We've got somebody on that side, and nobody on that side. Okay, so it's like a 2-seater from this position. Anything else I should see? Like, I guess that kind of looks like it might be leather or something. They might have like a control panel there. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. Let's go to the exterior and take a look. Okay. Sliding over the top. Oh, it's got like a proper cockpit there. It's got like a circular docking adapter or something on top, one would guess. Okay, let's move down. Got, I don't know, I guess that a back door. Those engines sitting there. Loo, lot of shiny red here. Zorg & Peterson Fer-de-Lance R6. Ooh, what is that? Is that some sort of detailing on there? I'm not sure what that is, whether it's supposed to be like some fancy work. I tell you, this is styling, definitely. Look at the colours on that. The nose. This thing with those stubby little wings might actually be atmosphere capable. Of course, won't be able to find out whether atmosphere capability actually matters until they add that feature to the game. Yeah, there's the 2 crew there. If I just come up over the top, yeah, there we go. Now I can just see how we have 1 pilot and a co-pilot, and you know, pilot has to kind of reach over and look over his left shoulder to talk to the co-pilot. Going through, there's like a section to get through to the back. Presumably there's a bedroom or something in here. After all, these are supposed to be pretty lavish. What does this say? Cargo maintenance. Okay, I guess that's the cargo hatch there. Stand clear. Heat vents and everything. Those are pretty sweet. Okay, let's actually see what it looks like with some guns in it. So, starport services. Outfitting. We got to see what we could fit on this. So, nothing is in this huge hard point, but these are the small laser hard points. And yeah, those are kind of pretty small. So let's see if there's anything that fits in this huge hard point. What's the biggest thing I can fit here? Scroll all the way to the bottom. Actually, what we need to do is sort on mass descending. So the heaviest things come first. Okay, so we get a class 4 cannon I could fit in here. This is a... yeah, that's about the biggest thing that we could fit right now. Confirmed. Let's see what this looks like. It comes out, comes down. Okay, that looks pretty big. Ooh! Ah, wait a second, it could get bigger still. Let's try that. These pulse lasers, I'm going to put something in here that at least gimbals, just so that we have something... okay, mass descending, so I want to have something that gimbals, that's a laser. Oh, actually, these things... beam lasers. Do I have enough cash? Yeah, I'll fit a couple of beam lasers. That'll work. And then I'll just take this out and try shooting things with that giant cannon. Okay, we're just here to test the gun. We don't care what we shoot. We're looking for a big target. A Type 6 transporter is big enough, especially since it doesn't have any shields. Okay, let's get into position. Warm up the weapons. You can kind of hear the weapons deploying, doing all their actuating and everything. There, finally. I'm just gonna get myself ready to deliver a giant cannonball up the jacksie. Oh, wait, what happened? Why did my things disappear? There we go. Ready? Ah, excellent. Look at that. Another shot. Wow, look at that. The cannon just hit it and it's all gone. So the Furulence, I think, is even more expensive than the Vulture. People say, estimates are, we're talking like 100 million credits. So it is for the hardcore. Let's just take some more looks at the outside to see if we can see people shooting it. Oh, I think I should have probably sat still. I'm just going too fast. But look at those engine trails, leaving them in the dust as they futilely fire their lasers at me. You can see that cannon slung under the belly. The cannon is not the best option for many reasons, but it is cheap and it is big, and that's really what I wanted, was a big weapon on it. It might be, I don't know, for all I know there might actually be bigger weapons that fit in that slot. I'm not clear on how, you know, small, medium, large, huge is that. I guess that's 1, 2, 3, 4, but maybe there's a 5 that I don't know about. Let's flip this thing over so we can actually take a look at the other side. Listen to the dramatic music. They're not able to catch up on me, I don't think. My ship is vulnerable in this mode, yes, but you know what? I am even more vulnerable to being impressed by the pretty darn nice looking visuals. Okay, I mean, they're not like Star Citizen level of spacecraft details, but they do look the part. Oh, they're big guns, ready to go out and cause some chaos. So yes, Beta 1.2, or sorry, Elite Dangerous 1.2 should be launching really soon. It adds multiplayer wings, amongst other things. I'm antisocial, so I didn't really get a chance to test those, but definitely looking forward to it. Until then, I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.